What's up, beautiful people? So when I first started doing my makeup, one of the scariest things to me was thinking about foundation. I couldn't fathom that I took this cream and I rub it all over my face and it's supposed to cover things up and look even and natural and not cakey. I just didn't understand that at all. And then when I started watching videos on YouTube and I saw that people first applied a moisturizer and then a primer and then a foundation and then a concealer on their face and then a different colored concealer under their eyes and sometimes two different kinds of concealers under their eyes, I just kind of wanted to throw up. I was very overwhelmed. So I think for all you beginners out there, it's much simpler than this. You don't have to buy 5 different products for your face if you're not even sure how to put on one of those yet. I would say just pick a full coverage foundation, and that's what I'm going to show you in this routine. It's one product, and it's really all you need when you're first starting out with makeup. Now, I was not one of those people who ever had good skin. When I was in high school, I had terrible acne, and I had it all over my face. And because of that, I have this beautiful, lovely scarring on both of my cheeks and down my chin and even around, underneath my nose, around my lips, things like that. I still get little boopsies every once in a while, but I have actually found a routine that keeps my acne under control, which I'm very, very thankful about. But it took me a long time to learn how to do it. For this video, I just wanted to show all you beginners out there a very simple foundation routine that's only using one product, and it's really that simple. But the important part is you have to start with a clean face. You have to wash your face, and you always have to apply a moisturizer. I do not use a primer. If you're like me and you don't have beautiful skin, a moisturizer is really all I think about putting on my face underneath my foundation, and it acts as a primer. So what I really like is the Neutrogena Ultra Gentle Soothing Lotion. I have found that Neutrogena products are beautiful for people who have really sensitive skin like me. And the Ultra Gentle Soothing Lotion, it contains SPF 15 in it because it's also supposed to take away redness. I have a huge problem with redness, and I really believe that this moisturizer has helped me kind of control some of my redness. So the very first thing I do before I apply my foundation and after I wash my face is I apply my moisturizer. Okay, now that I have applied my moisturizer and my face is nice and soft and silky, I'm ready for the foundation. Now, if you're a beginner, it's very overwhelming to try to pick a tool that applies your foundation just beautifully and evenly and helps you blend. So I give you permission to use these beautiful, wonderful things that you don't even have to purchase. As long as they're clean and as long as you blend, you can use your fingers to apply your foundation. My holy grail of foundations is the Revlon Color Stay. It truly is as amazing as everybody says it is. It really is, I promise you. I am in shade 150 Buff. I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm just going to put this all over my face as if it were foundation. However, I'm going to do it in sections because it dries very quickly. Since we're beginners and we're only using one product on our face, this foundation is so amazing and it's so full coverage that I just take a little bit of extra product once I put on that first thin layer all over my face to just kind of even out my skin tone. I take a little bit of extra product and I put it on the places where I need it the most. I get really red on my cheeks right here and I get really red on my nose. So I just take a little bit of extra and I just buff that in and I make sure to blend. The key with your foundation is you want to blend. So not only do I use this as my concealer for my redness, I also take a little bit extra and I just put it under my eyes. Now, a lot of people will say that you can't put thick products under your eyes. And while I see what they're saying, if you're a beginner, it's totally fine. You can just use this one product because it's beautiful and full coverage. and just put a little bit of extra under your eyes to conceal any dark lines or any redness or any other imperfections that make you feel uncomfortable. Because that's what it's all about. It's about making us comfortable. Therefore, with makeup, you can do whatever you want to do. I promise. Okay, now that my skin looks nice and even, I feel a little bit washed out. Now, if you're a beginner, you don't want to do the powder and then the bronzer and then the blush. I think it's a little bit overwhelming. However, you don't want to look completely flat. You want to have a little bit of color in your face. We don't want to look dead. We just want it to look even. That's all. So, NYC Color Wheel Mosaic Face Powder. I really love this blush. It's very cheap. It's only like $3 or $4. Although I think it's overwhelming to pick out a foundation brush, I think it's very simple to find a blush brush, and I highly recommend getting a blush brush because blush is one of those things that's really difficult to apply with your fingers because you can't really blend it that well, and it's a powder after all. So this was really cheap. My stepmom got this for me at Ross, and I just take the product, I swish it around like this, tap off any excess. Since I have a problem with redness, I don't like to use a lot of brush. I just dab it. I turn the brush to the side so that I don't accidentally get it really in this area, which is you want to keep this bright. I make a beautiful smiley face. And then I just sort of stab it on the apples of my cheeks. And I do that on the other side. And then once I get the product on there, I just do a circular motion to blend, blend, blend. And then I blend it up my cheekbone. I'm not putting additional product right here on my cheekbone. I'm taking what I've already placed on my cheek and I'm just blending it up so that it looks natural. So I'm telling you, if you're a beginner and you're afraid of going and buying 5 different products and you're not sure what to buy, 3 different kinds of concealers, 2 different kinds of under eye concealers, you don't need to do that. All you really need is a full coverage foundation, clean hands, a moisturized and clean face, and that's it. After you take away all the color off your face and even out your skin tone, just apply a blush to the apples of your cheeks, and that's really all you need. You can feel really good about that. Thank you. Have a good day.